Hey guys, Wild got a Showdown OU game here today using a team by the person of the name of Tiamat768. It'll be in the description, whatever. But yeah, I got this Hail team here from him. It's Expert Belt mixed Obama Snow. I think it's mixed. Pretty sure it is. But yeah, Expert Belt Obama Snow, mixed Life Orb Kyurem, Calm Minding Latios, Spinning Starmie, Special Defensive Heatran, and a Scarflander's T. So that's the team I'm working with today. And opponent's team, he's just got a bunch of guys. I don't know, it's just basically hyper offensive for the most part, except for like the Zapdos really. But he's just got a bunch of powerful hitters, so that's going to be fun. But main threats I am looking at on his end are going to be like the Gengar and Alakazam and also the Gyarados, because if Gyarados gets set up, I don't really have too much to take it on. Like, I can take it with Starmie and Kyurem somewhat, but if it has Stone Edge or my Starmie gets too weakened by his electric types, it'll be a problem really quick. So I just got to make sure I watch it and make sure it doesn't get too set up. And then Gengar, it can hit all my guys for neutral or super effective, so same thing with Alakazam. So it's just, and they're fast, so I just got to watch them and make sure what I'm doing. So that's kind of the gist of everything. But leads on his end, I figured I wouldn't really care much about his leads. Like, his potential leads were more like Jolteon, Gengar, and Alakazam. So I figured I'll go with Bomb Snow to get the snow up, or the hail up, and we'll go from there and see what happens. So let's get into it. So I'm going to leave with Bomb Snow, like I said. He's going to leave with Alakazam. I make a really stupid play right here, though, because I'm like, Herpaderp, he's not going to kill me with anything. Let's just Earthquake and hope that knocks him down to a Sash. I didn't think Ice Shard would. But then I realized right as I click Earthquake, yeah, he has either HP Fire or Focus Blast. What the fuck am I doing? So I die, but I go out to the thing Landorus and just U-turn to bait out a Psyshock or Psychic or whatever. So then I go out to Heatran. I'm like, okay, I can take this opportunity to set up rocks, but just in case his Gyarados wants to come in or something else, I would like to try and get some damage off and potentially a burn. It doesn't work out, though, because the Gyarados does not get burned. But at the very least, I find out here he does not have leftovers, so that's potentially helpful. So I'm going to go to Starmie right here, just because if he does go straight for Earthquake, I really don't want Heatran to die just yet. So I do force him to switch out, which means that his moves probably don't hit me that hard. But I just go for Psyshock, because that'll hit anything on his team. So that's pretty awesome. He goes into Jolteon. I know here he's not going to risk going for HP Ice just yet if he has it. So I'm actually going to go right out to Landorus, and I am right in that he doesn't over-predict so early, or predict too harshly so early. So just going to Landorus, just go for U-turn, because best thing I can really do at this point. So I take out the Alakazam, because he brings in his Death Fodder. So I'm like, okay, what's the best thing I can kind of pivot into and hope he doesn't have too much for? I decide that thing is Kyurem, just because it's not really going to be the most useful thing around. I would like it, but I'm not going to cry if I don't have it. So at least get some nice damage off on the Machamp. I did go for Dragon Claw as opposed to Blizzard, because Machamp does have higher special defense, so I was like, alright, we'll hit it with that. But then again, Blizzard might have done more, because it had higher base power, and I was max special attack Life Orb, but I don't know, whatever. But the point is, I go into the Starmie, and he just protects randomly. I didn't even know they really decided to carry protect, but then again, I guess this guy decided to. But the point is, I just take him out Psyshock after he bullet punches me and crits me, which isn't really a huge deal as far as I remember. But whatever the case, he goes into Zapdos. I was thinking about going into Landorus, but I figured since I did that last time on Jolteon, he's going to predict that. So I go into Heatran, and he does semi-predict it because he goes for Toxic. So that tells me he's most likely like a sub-Toxic set. So that's a good thing to know. But going to Heatran on the Toxic, and I just go for Lava Plume again, because there's that chance Gyarados will come back in, and plus Lava Plume will hit everything. So anyways, he goes into Gyarados. He sets up again, because he did do some damage to Starmie, so he's probably thinking, I'm going to go back into that, and that can potentially die to a hit that he has. But I do predict him to go for that Dragon Dance again. I do roar him out. So I roar him in Gengar, and I'm like, okay, this turn he's going to set up a sub. Next turn he's either going to Focus Blast or he's going to Disable. So I'm going to take this opportunity. It is a bit of a risk, but I figure it should pay off just by how he's been playing. So I go into Starmie, who, yeah, takes a Focus Blast, and I did predict that right, so yay. But just gonna go for Psyshock, because that's gonna be the thing that'll kill the Gengar, because I didn't think Scald would kill, so I just go for Psyshock, which is safe. But, Zapdos comes in and takes a Psyshock, so it looks like he might actually be physically defensive, because if he was specially defensive, he would have taken more from the Psyshock, so whoever the case, I'm just gonna go into Latios, because since last time I went into Heat Train, he's gonna predict me to go into Heat Train this time. So I'm going to go into Latios, who can take a Thunderbolt, and that can at least set up one Calm Mind to try and weaken this thing. And, I mean, I probably didn't need the Calm Mind. He also missed a Toxic right there, which you'll see in a bit is not really a huge deal anyways. But I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse. I do score a crit, but I ran a damage calc, and the crit shouldn't have mattered if I was right in him being mostly physically defensive. Because Psyshock should have only done so much if he was physically defensive or specially defensive. You know, it's like there was a notable damage variation if he was or wasn't. But anyways, Gengar came in, and I live the Shadow Ball because of the Calm Mind. I get a special defense drop, which doesn't really matter that much, but it does mean that Jolteon can take me out right here with HP Ice. And, yeah, that's that. But I figure his Jolteon is not Scarfed, so I'm just going to go to Landorus and hit him with a U-turn to take him out. And even if he was, it's like I didn't really need Landorus anyways. But, yeah, take him out with the U-turn, and just going to go into Starmie, which should be able to take on Gyarados fairly well enough by going for a Psyshock right here. Doesn't quite take him down, but he is just going to go for Stone Edge, which almost does take me down, which, yeah, I mean, just judging from earlier, if he did get that Dragon Dance off to hit my Starmie with the Stone Edge, he would have killed me, but I hit him down low enough. He did have Life Orb, so Psyshock plus Hail plus Life Orb takes him down. I die from Hail too, but it's not like it's a huge deal, because I win, so yeah, that's the game. So GG, guy. I think I kind of sidetracked when I was trying to talk about the Latios crit thing, but it's like, what I was trying to say was when I critted him, if he had special defense investment, then Psyshock would have done a lot more to the Zapdos because its defense would have been a lot lower. So if he was... So judging by the fact that he was physically defensive, the crit didn't really matter. So, because I ran damage calcs. But anyways, yeah. I'm jumping all over the place. That's what I do. But anyways, that is it for this. So GG, guy. A little bit hacks, but I don't think it was really too game-changing from what I can tell. But, yeah, that is it for this. So hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Recommend sub, and later, guys.